Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm showing you the details of this car, the new VW Tayron. This is the new SUV from VW. It sits between the bigger Touareg and the smaller Tiguan. So let's start with the details. You can see the new design language from VW. So on the front, very pronounced face. You see the beautiful LEDs. These are the HD matrix LEDs, so the IQ HD matrix. And then you have the lovely lighting signature. Even the logo is illuminated. Stay tuned for the night drive as well. It will be very impressive, believe me. Now here in the lower section, this is the R-line trim. So you see very sporty look here for the lower section of the bumper, this grille and the gloss black inserts, as well as the rear air inlets. You have also, of course, the R badge here, and the gorgeous color Ultraviolet is the name. Looks more bluish now, but when you are on the sun, it looks it's purple, so definitely an eye catcher on the road, that's for sure. Tell me in the comments what are your thoughts on the design and on this color. Now we are taking a look from the side. 4 meters 79.2 centimeters is the length of the car, and this particular model sits on the 20-inch wheels. Let me show you them from close. 255/40 R20, that's the dimension of the tires. Pirelli Scorpion tires on this particular model. And you see the dual tone diamond cut finish, gloss black details. I'm really loving the design of those wheels. Wheel arches are in gloss black. And here you have the charging port. So this is the plug-in hybrid model. More about the powertrains a bit later on. Now, very pronounced rear overhang, and the car is available either as a 5-seater, which we have here, or as a 7-seater. So very practical indeed. Now I will unlock the car, and you see the dynamic indicators and the illuminated logo and the beautiful lighting signature that welcomes you upon unlocking the car. How cool is that? And these are now flickering just on the camera, so the lights are now turned on, and you have very cool animation when you start the car. Tayron lettering in here, again illuminated logo, very pronounced bumper. And now you can see, I love the attention to details here, because this is same pattern as on the front. So very cool indeed. And now the car locked itself, so when you go away it will lock itself. This is from the other angle. And now we can check out the trunk space. Let me unlock the car once again. Gorgeous animation. And here is the trunk space. There we go. It depends on the version that you have, but huge amount of room. This is the plug-in hybrid, 705 liters, and then depending on the other version, from 885 liters up to 1905 liters. So that is really impressive. You can also adjust the incline for the seats. You can also move the second row of the seats and slide it actually, and of course move it. And you can just fold it here by pulling this on both sides. So very easy and convenient, easy to use and practical indeed. Here you have the storage area for your charging cables. And yeah, let's see here. There we go. Also some additional rooms on the sides. And then also convenient hooks on the sides here as well. And of course, if you want privacy for your things, you can pull this cover. Now if you want to close the tailgate, just press this. You can also do it with the key, so by pressing the button on the key. And yeah, now we are ready to explore the interior of the car. So let me show you this. You see the R badge on the side and the door panels. As you can see here, we have the lovely details, the beautiful materials, switches for the windows and the mirrors, and the materials are so good here. And you see also the carpeting here in the door pocket. You can open the tailgate here and the fuel cap by pressing this button. And now the view here of the dashboard itself, very impressive with the digital cockpit and the main touchscreen. And also you see the lovely details, the ambient lights. I will show you everything in a moment. Let's just check out the seats before we check the driver's perspective. So the beautiful seats with the integrated headrest, R badge here. Look at the pattern here, looking gorgeous, and also they feel very good when you're driving in those. I've been driving for quite a while now and I'm really loving those seats. So now let's see this from driver's perspective. Okay, then here is your view as a driver. Lovely layout with the digital cockpit and the large 15-inch touchscreen. I will now start the car, press this, and there we go. It is now turned on. Lovely layout here for the dashboard. Look at the ambient lights now also. And yeah, let's change the view and let me show you more details. So the 3-spoke steering wheel on the R-Line trim. This is actually the R-Line Plus trim. So here in Croatia we have Life, Life Plus, then Elegance, R-Line and R-Line Plus, this being the R-Line Plus. Now the physical buttons, it's always nice to see them, especially now here VW decided to bring them back. And I think it's really a happy moment for us. Tell me in the comments, do you agree, as these are way easier to use than the touch sensitive ones that we saw in some of their recent models. You can change the views here on the digital cockpit. You can also change what you see here on the right and here on the left and on the right as well. Let's put this view for now. Here is the gear selector. It's very easy to use it. We saw this on the other new VW models. So this is reverse. By the way, here we have the camera view, and then neutral, drive, and S, and park. There we go. So very easy to operate with this one, if you ask me. Then the large 15-inch touchscreen with the new infotainment system that is so good, very responsive, easy to use, and a big thumb up from me. The AC controls are here. So here you have the sliders for the temperature, and you also have the dedicated Klima menu. So there we go, just press this, and here is where you can adjust the air blower. You can also have some smart functions, as you can see, and adjust various settings. Heated seats, heated front and the passenger front seat, so driver and passenger. Slider for the volume. And let me show you here in the lower section, nice central bridge, a lot of space here as the gear selector is moved here. So that is a plus. And also you see here 2 wireless charging pads and the USB-C ports. This is a very smart button. So you can adjust the volume, but look at this. Press it, and now you adjust the atmospheres. So look at this. These are changing now, and you can adjust the settings here, so you have the individual as well. And yeah, now let's put the launch, but also drive profiles. So now also you can change the drive profiles here. How cool is that? So smart dials, huge thumb up from me. Let's put the comfort mode for now. Electronic parking brake. Here are the cup holders that are adjustable, and in the middle, storage room, 12-volt power supply, and also here you can put the cards, and you can extend this middle armrest. Storage compartment, so the glove box with really decent amount of room. And now let me show you the infotainment system. So like this, you go into this main menu, you can swipe it here, you can also adjust the widgets, and then here additional menu where you have pretty much all the things. So if we go here to navigation, map, there we go, and stay tuned for the night drive. I think it will be very impressive in this car. You can see the lovely 3D view of the buildings, and this is all very responsive. So very cool indeed. And you can adjust the settings for the map. You can change the color, so you can have the night. There we go. And yeah, let's go back. Now it's on the night theme, and here you have the theme for the layout of the like the infotainment system itself and the widgets. So now if we put this to dark, there we go, now you see the dark theme. But let's put the light one now, and also here as well. There we go. Vehicle, you can see the status of the vehicle here, and then you go, for example, oil level here. It will tell you tires, and here it will tell you also the details about the electric range and the combined range. Displays are here, electric range and energy flow. So here is where you can see the energy flow. Let's go back to vehicle. So now comfort light, you can adjust the light animation, and also tailgate animation. So there are actually different animations for the tailgate. That is also very cool. And you can have this switch on when approached for the lights, or turn it off. Headlights. So as I said, this is the IQ LED HD matrix. So you can adjust it here. And yeah, those are the settings for the exterior, and then you also have the settings for the interior. So interior lighting settings, and the themes can be adjusted here. And then the head-up display, which is over there. And cockpit. So there we go. App Connect. So you can then pair your phone, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Then parking. So car will tell you when it's when the spot is available, and then you have the parking assist. Charging. Okay, so you can then set the limit, and you have the settings in here. Air conditioning, then the assist systems. This car is packed with technology as expected, and you can adjust the various systems in here. You also have this view if you prefer it that way. And yeah, the atmospheres are here, you already saw that. And then on the individual one you can adjust like the cluster or volume or the lighting. And then driving profile, there are different driving modes, and you have also the explanation of each driving mode and the individual, which can be configured. And we also have the DCC here, so you can adjust it in various positions, as you can see, and you can adjust other things as well. And then also you can choose between hybrid or E mode, and you can also do the manual control. So the current battery charge level will be maintained, or you can do it like this. The selected change level will be reserved until the end of the journey. There we go. And what else can I show you? So the background lighting, you already saw that. The seats, you have also the massage, which you can then start here. And sound settings are here. And this is IDA, so the personal assistant. So for example, change temperature to 19 degrees.
Got it. I'll set the temperature at the front left to 19.0 degrees.
And you can, of course, do other things, have the suggestions in here, and the settings for IDA are here. You can change between female and male voice. I will just show you now. So change temperature to 20 degrees.
Got it. I'll set the temperature at the front left to 20.0 degrees.
There we go. And tips and help if you need that, and then air conditioning. Then you also have the shop here. You can find useful apps and functions here, but you would need to be logged in. App updates and legal info are here. Now let's also cover the shortcuts here. So ESC system recuperation, you can adjust between low, automatic or high. Experiences, head-up display positioning, interior monitoring, keyless access. Let's go here, park assist, and then driver assist systems, drive modes, phone connection, and here for the battery. And that's it when it comes to the infotainment system. Now let me show you the panoramic sunroof. There we go. Perfect for weather like today. There we go. And this can go a bit further, I believe, as well. Just a second. There we go. So here we have the lights. Let me also show you the sun visor. Hello there. And we are now ready to explore the rear bench. 2789 millimeters is the length of the wheelbase. And now I will show you the situation at the rear bench. So let's check it out. And again, this is the version with 5 seats. You can also go for the version with 7 seats. Let's check the door panel first. Again, lovely materials here. And also you have this sunshade, which you can put. And just by looking at it, you can see that it offers huge amount of room here. So there we go. Look at this. The front seat is adjusted for me, and still huge amount of room left. Then you have the door pockets also here in the upper section and on the passenger side as well. The air vents are here, USB-C ports, and this car also has the heated rear seats. And you can also adjust the incline, as you can see, and then push this, and now you have the cup holders here as well. There we go. And let me show you this. So you can fold this middle one as well, so very convenient. And let me show you how you can adjust the incline as well. So there we go. I will now show you the situation for my head. All right, here it is. Look at the amount of room that I still have. We do have the panoramic sunroof here. I'm 1.87 m and still so much space left. Let me show you how it looks when we change the incline. So even like this, still plenty of space left. So very comfortable here for long road trips, that's for sure. Time to talk about the powertrains, and there are many options when it comes to the VW Tayron. So first of all, let's start with the model in our video, a plug-in hybrid, one of 2 plug-in hybrids that are available. Combined output is 204 horsepower. You can also go for the 272 horsepower version, also a plug-in hybrid. Now there's also the mild hybrid, 1.5 liter, and then you can also go for the either turbocharged petrol units or the turbocharged diesel units. Now both TSI engines and the large 142 kilowatt TDI engine are coupled to the 4-motion all-wheel drive system as standard. Now tell me in the comments what would be your choice. Speaking about this particular model, the plug-in hybrid, it combines 1.5 liter petrol unit and electric motor, 204 horsepower combined output, 19.7 kilowatt hour battery, and it can be charged DC charging up to 50 kilowatts, so like an electric car, which is really impressive. And the car has got the electric range of 114 kilometers, this particular model, and up to 126 kilometers depending on the trim, you know, the wheels and stuff like that. But that is really impressive, and that is of course thanks to the 19.7 kilowatt hour battery. So those are some really impressive numbers, and I think for a car that you will use, for example, for the daily commute going to the work, and you have distances that are less than 100 kilometers and you can charge at your house, for example, it's really ideal, because you will be driving with electric power pretty much all the time. Now I want to hear your thoughts. Which powertrain would you choose in the new VW Tayron? Let's also mention that all drive systems are coupled to an automatic DSG transmission. Let me now do one walk around with the lights and indicators turned on. And you see now the main units, and you see also the illuminated front logo, which is very cool. And then the lights are connected, giving it strong appearance on the road, especially during the night. Let me show you the indicators at the rear, also the dynamic ones. And also I really love the shape here and the lighting signature for those taillights. And you see here also, of course, the illuminated logo, which you already saw. So overall, very nice design, and I really love the attention to details in this car. Alright guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do subscribe to the channel, as we are going on a point of view test drive, so stay tuned for that. Also the night point of view drive is coming. So see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.